What is something that you can share with the world that could really help someone? Like something you would be, normally you'd be ashamed to share this, but if you're brave enough to share something that you experienced, something that crippled you, and it can help somebody, it's helped you, you've overcome it, or you might still be struggling with it. Let me tell you something a lot of people might be ashamed to admit. And this is something I've overcome a little over 4 or 5 years ago. The spirit of lust. I remember when I was in elementary school, I was in a classroom. I had to be either in the 4th or 5th grade, maybe even 3rd. But I remember, you know, there was a magazine being passed around the classroom, and there's no reason why children should even have access to this type of thing. But obviously one of my classmates must have took it from their parents, found it at their house, and decided to bring it to school and share it. And they passed it from desk to desk. And when it got to me, I had no idea what I was looking at first, but I was fascinated. And when I say that's when the spirit of lust just like corrupted my spirit, and it's like a drug. You just want more after that. You're curious. And I pay attention. Before that magazine like fell into my, my hands, it's like innocence. My innocence was taken in that moment. My innocence was taken in that moment. And that very moment, if you was pure at heart, you ain't never seen nothing like that. And when I say explicit adult content in the hands of an elementary age kid, can you imagine nowadays what access these kids have to with technology? This was in the mid to late 80s when I was in elementary school, and they had magazines. But think about what they have access to now. People like to say alcohol and all these type of things is detrimental, but you see it's for sale. You can buy it anywhere. It's not prohibited. Alcohol kills people. They got people that lose control when they under the influence, and they still allow stuff like that to be sold. And it waters down your spirit. It really taints your spirit, just like lust does. There's no reason you should be looking at somebody with lustful eyes, especially if they're not your person. Especially it's unhealthy. It's unrealistic. That spirit is what's responsible for RAPE, PDF, all these things. The lust is what corrupts the mind. So think about it. Why isn't this content, this media that's being put out there, why isn't it prohibited? Why isn't it like like strictly prohibited, like some things they try to keep from us? Think about it. The things that they keep from us, intentionally keep from us, is probably something that's helpful to us. But the things that they allow us access to, it might look good, it might give you some short-term fulfillment, but it is not good for your soul. It is not good for you. Anything that is pushed on you, you must investigate. Think about food. Like most of the food, you like certain foods because of how it tastes to you, how it makes you feel. It tastes good. But deep down, if you get down into the ingredients, there might be something in them ingredients that ain't good for you. And it's a slow killer. And I stopped eating meat in April of this year, it'll be 3 years. In April this year, it'll be 3 years, no alcohol. These things are put out there to like weaken your vessel. And I'm here to tell you, it opened up the channels to communicate with the kingdom within. Because think about it, everything you consume is occupying space in your temple. Alcohol was alcohol for me. It was lust, adult films, and all that type of thing. It was food that I shouldn't have been eating. You know what I mean? Among other things, it was gossip. It was so many things that was just corrupting my vessel. And when I let these things go, it freed me. It was like I was crippled by those things, and cleared space in your soul to be able to open up the channels. You know what I mean? You don't have room for nobody to visit. You know what I mean? All these different spirits they taking up residence within you. And it shows on the outside. It comes out like they say, you speak from the heart. If you have nothing but dirty on the inside, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing but speak dirty. You ever see them people that be in public, and they in a public area, it be kids and old people around, and they just carrying on, cussing at the mouth and everything, man, just no respect for nobody. It's because their soul is corrupted. Their soul is corrupted. And I used to be embarrassed with people like that, but now I look at it, I'll be like, man, that's a demon all day. It ain't really the person, they just corrupted. And some people don't recover from that. I'm grateful to say that spirit of lust corrupted me for mostly 30 years of my life, from when I was a teenager into recent adult years. Like when I got into my 40s is when I started like, hey, something got to shake. With that lust, you see people in relationships, married, and they'll covet someone else's spouse. You definitely see that with celebrities. We put people on pedestals. And some of these celebrities is married. And you're lust, I'm talking to men and women. You lust over somebody. That person is in a relationship or married. You coveting something that belongs to someone else. Now, would you want that to happen to you in your relationship? You even hear people say stuff like, you get a hall pass. Man, what even makes you think about a hall pass, Lust? Ain't no love in that. It ain't no love in that. So if you that type of person, and even if you're a friend of mine, I can't have them type of conversations with you. When I was young, I used to carry on with that type of conversation, but I just can't relate. I can't relate. I just listen to people sometime now. You know, we got work to do. I still got kinks in me that I need to iron out. You know what I mean? But I'm glad to say that I purged, and it take you getting rid of it. I purged my system of whatever was residing within me and allowed, the kingdom to awaken within me. And when I say I awaken the kingdom, like I have access, you realize that, now you're able to live freely. Your eyes are open. You have a new prescription. People see you different too because you a brand new person. That's like death. All that stuff you let go of, that's death. That's the death. And then you arise as a new vessel, brand new, the second coming of you. And you shine your light bright in this world. And don't worry about who think you crazy. Or they might say you think you better than them. And that ain't even, that ain't true. But it's the ones that don't want to do no work that's going to be looking at you, and they're going to have all the critiques in the world. But you got to shine your light. You got to show the way. Don't tell them that neither. Just let them see it in your actions. Show nothing but love. Spread love to the best of your ability and protect yourself at all times. I ain't saying that there ain't situations where you ain't got to protect yourself and put people in their place politely. You are not to be played with. And let me tell you, you are protected when you move like this, when you do the work. You are protected. You don't really even have to fight at this point. Your adversaries will be tormented in their dreams if they try to fool with you. So clean it up. There's benefits. While you got time, clean things up. So there it is. If I could say anything to help somebody, that spirit of lust, if it's corrupting you right now, and especially if you're in a relationship, get your act together. You get your act together. I got nothing but love for you. Until next time, later.